Hello, thanks for joining us. This is TVC News at 12. Let's begin here in Lagos, where the Ministry of Works has successfully filled up the excavated area construction workers dug out for the rehabilitation of the Independence Bridge. Cleaners from the Lagos State Waste Management Agency and construction workers are clearing up the residue and waste ahead of the reopening in a couple of hours at 3 p.m. Initially closed on April the 1st for a 2-month repair, the bridge will be reopened earlier than expected due to public outcry over traffic congestion on island on Wednesday. The Federal Ministry of Works, led by the Minister David Umahi, directed the immediate reopening of the bridge after efforts to carry out palliative works made it accessible. Further inspections are planned to assess the durability of the repairs.
We had intended to reopen the bridge on Sunday, but let me announce that those that are going to work tomorrow should feel free by 3 p.m. to pass through here. This bridge will be reopened latest by 3 p.m. tomorrow, to the glory of God. And so we are committed to working throughout the night to restore the bridge. I can say that it's 50% temporal what we are going to do, but it may turn out to be permanent work. We are going to check the behavior of the field we are doing, and of course we are going to also put asphalt. So we're going to finish this section of the bridge that got sunk.
Let's bring in our senior correspondent Sarah Yeku, who is standing by at that portion of the bridge where work is being done, to give us more update. Sarah, what more can you tell us? Is 3 p.m. still possible today?
Well, I guess it is. Just take a look at what is going on now. This area was the excavated area where a lot of persons were really scared that would the Ministry of Works be able to meet up with the 3 p.m. mark they had given themselves. And this is what we see right now. They've laid the colac, they've laid the first layer of the asphalt. This is the second layer of asphalt that they just laid, and they're just trying to tidy it up just so they do some kind of finishing work and then ensure that it's on the same level with the other section of the Independence Bridge. And, you know, it's been really, really tough on them, and of course tough on motorists who had to wait through 6, 7, 10 hours just along this route to get to the island. So that outcry, of course, you know, the Ministry of Works made a U-turn and decided to do this palliative work on the Independence Bridge. And so what we've heard from the minister, you know, in the last couple of, in about 48 hours now, is that there should be a reopening of the bridge, since it has caused a lot of some sort of chaos and traffic gridlock just on the island. Just in a few hours that happened. And so we're seeing that by 3 p.m. we're hoping that this would open up. The Minister of Works is expected to be here any moment from now. He had said that he was here last night to inspect the project. And when we got here last night, it's really surprising that when we were here last night, the depths that we saw last night, we had thought that there would be some kind of difficult work to do, but when he comes, that's the Minister of Works, he'll be able to explain to us, to tell us, give us more details as to what kind of magic or what they did to ensure that this road is motorable for the commuting public. So what you see right now is, should I say, 90% of finished work on the section that was excavated, and we're hoping to see them do some kind of finishing work, ensure that it lays, it's of course incoherent with the other sections of the bridge. So I think we should be, you know, happy. People should be happy about that. But then the question of, is this going to be a permanent solution? That's another question the minister has to answer.
And Sarah, just the last point you made, if this is a permanent solution, because the question here is the reason for repairs rather was really about the integrity of the bridge. And so the work that has been done now, where does that leave the bridge and just safety and integrity of the bridge?
That's a question on our lips. Because people are wondering, if you say that the bridge was really needed rehabilitation, and that's why you started working on the bridge, you closed it down for that number of hours, and you had planned it, will this palliative work be able to show up what the defect, the structural defect that the bridge had? We're going to be asking the minister that question. Another part of the question will also be that the minister, of course, said that in a couple of weeks they will come back to do some kind of integrity test on this particular area, just to be sure that the bridge is safe for motorists. So we're waiting to see that happen. And he came up with an idea. He said that he came up with an idea as to an alternative as to what they could do to ensure that this is a permanent solution, because I do not think the Ministry of Works wants to go through what they went through in the last 48 hours, or should I say 48 hours or 36 hours, the public outcry, the questioning as to if they knew what they were doing before they closed down the bridge, the controversies and all. And so they are also bringing that to the table, ensuring that they properly sensitize the public, engage all stakeholders. And when I mean stakeholders, engage the Traffic Management Agency, the Ministry of Transportation in Lagos, the Lagos State government, as to how they should, going forward from now, how they should engage when they want to close down particular sections, that's highways and bridges across Lagos. So they've done this before. They've done this with the Third Mainland Bridge, and it wasn't this chaotic, although it came with a lot of stress, but it wasn't that chaotic. But this one, was just not it for them. I think they've gone back to their drawing board to see how this can really work and how they can ensure that the bridges, the highways are safe for the motoring
Absolutely, Sarah, because that's also very important. As much as we want to say, oh, look, provide alternative routes, that bridge also has to be safe for residents to use. Thank you so much for that update. I'm sure Lagosians are waiting for 3 p.m. where that bridge will be open. As senior correspondent Sarah Yeko live for us at the Independence Bridge.